Wait. You live in the city of... I need a cool city name. I don't know. Lumina, whatever. I don't know. Let's go with that. Alright, trains unlock additional paths and dialogue options. Oh. Yeah, not powerful, I don't think. Toughest nails, the pinnacle of fitness. A mean right hook. No. Strange and unusual, you see the threats of reality in ways others cannot know. You can talk to animals, animals can talk to you. Good at lying and hard to lie to, fast talker. You can read people and read the room. Extremely good looking and natural flirt, people just like you. Okay, well read and rational. Keen eye. Empathetic, I don't know. I think it definitely may be mystical and talk to animals. I have no idea what that's gonna do, but yeah. Okay, we got 2 traits. I wanted to do keen eye as well, but let's go with that. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. Is there a way to make this... Is there a voice? Main dialogue history... Self-voicing. Text to speech.
Font override. Text size scaling. Line spacing.
Oh,
return.
That's not good. That does not sound good.
Preferences.
Wait. V to disable. Okay,
You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you... Self-voicing disabled.
Yeah, that's not good. For a moment you're hazy on the details of where exactly he is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the baking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. Okay. One second, sorry about that. Music is really loud. What is this? Yeah. The funeral of Pearline Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with the state of the family. Mystical, I see. But it was also more than just the social pressure of the invitation that pushed you to accept it. Something has been tagging you back to this place your entire life. There was no choice to be made because you were always going to find your way here. So when your cousin called, you knew what had to be done. And now, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So, stranger talking. So anyway, as I was saying... Oh god. Oh no. He's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I was up in Maryland looking for work but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Why are you talking to me? Why wouldn't I talk to you? We're on a bus. Buses are one of the best places to meet new people. Hands down, and you're the only person left to meet. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out. And her phone got soaked and she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that. We have been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like for real, and jeez. You ever get so mad you just wanna like kill somebody? We are not pretending he didn't say that. No way. Yeah, I kind of feel like killing someone right now, actually. You flash him a knowing glare. See, you get it. You never know what a broken heart is going to do until you start staring at it face to face. It can change a person, you know, makes them think things they never thought they could. Honest, I could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. I don't know if I'm like into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I have always wanted to go there. Say what, motherfucker? None of the above. Can we just, I don't know, slap him into oblivion or something? Let's play along. Smart move. Get out while you still can. You don't want to get settled with some kid at your age. Go out and be free. Have fun in New York. You're right. I should enjoy my youth while I have it. Plus, her mom is there, so it's not like she's alone. Her mom doesn't like me much, so I'd probably just make things super stressful. She won't understand. She's chill. Jesus Christ. Anyways, where do you say you were headed? Nah, he is not worth the answer. He is literally not worth the answer. I didn't. No need to be nasty, I was just asking. Not like I'm gonna follow you off the bus or anything. Yeah, right. So if you aren't getting off at my stop, then you must be headed to Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Hollow, as they call it in these parts. That's the only other stop until the bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I'd know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way, though, come to think of it. I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's coal mine up in the Hollow, you see. And there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, things, but my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while, now that I think about it. I should see if they are on Facebook, see how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die! Ha! He looks back at his phone for once focused. Oh, I didn't finish that. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at the gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my back, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip, sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes few facts about who you are. Okay. Literally, screw you and screw your peanuts. Hey man, I'm just trying to be friendly. Look, there's still a good 45 minutes left in your journey, pal. Assuming nothing goes wrong, best to have them on hand. The young man sets the peanuts down on the empty seat next to him. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it in peanut brine. Ugh. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. And just like that, you're alone, the stranger's peanut soaking into the seat across from you. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. Almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. Holy shit. At best it's a kiosk, though for a small town like this, you're amazed there is so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Hey, Mahina. Oh, gee. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, how do you say that? And she looks annoyed to be here. Okay. Looks like somebody needs a hug. I'm sorry for your loss. Come here, Cass, bring it in. You go in for a hug. She tries to pull away, but it's too late. You squeeze tightly, your cousin squirming in your crib. Okay. Enough. She pulls away from you, dusting off her clothes. Something you should know about me is that I am not really a hugger. No, it's never too late to learn. It is. Respect my boundaries and we won't have any trouble, okay? Now come on, let's go. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. Doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilizations are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Okay. Ooh, what not to say. Alright, she's not the hacky type either. Okay, let's go with I can't believe we have never actually met before this. You have your mom to thank for that ahead, I guess. You can feel the same careless cruelty in Tabitha's words that your mother would use when she talked about Perlan and the old Scarlets. The wound that tore your family apart runs deep enough that it bled through the generations. You sound like my mother right now. She hated this side of the family so much we won't have to become our parents. There are some things in life we get to choose. That face. And she chose to leave. Wow. So the funeral is on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Since I'm here, do you need any help planning? I know this stuff isn't easy. It's actually been fine, just needed the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. Okay. Let's go with this. I guess we are both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? Your cousin turns to you with an icy glare. Maybe this would have worked to ease the tension if she were someone else, but she isn't. She turns back to the road, her expression cold and unforgiving. Unforgiving, oh noes. How are you holding up? Fine. I know how you're feeling. I lost my mom too. Yeah, no, you already mentioned it. Alright, let's remain silent. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up this steep mountain road. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you, someone used to cramped apartments in grey cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you, a jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long time ago. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you have been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak and the hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you will stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchens. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I will show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. I thought you're all loaded. Can't you afford to fix this stuff? So you live here? Yeah, and I'm letting you stay here for free. So mind your manners, or did your mother not teach you about those? Let's just get the tour over with. Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through along... wait, I need to know.
Self-voicing enabled. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through along... Self-voicing disabled.
I wasn't sure how to pronounce it, but that says also Tabitha. Through long and dusty hallways, she delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She will talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Some explore options prevent you from taking others. What if I want the ice cream? Then you can buy yourself some at the general store. If you touch my stash, I will know, and there will be consequences. Hey, Fitz. But I'm your guest. Aren't you supposed to take care of me? I am, hence the PB&J fixings. That will get you through the week. You don't need me to buy your ice cream, so I don't have to. Someone cleans this place? Why do you ask? Not up to your sparkling city standards. Out here in the country, we know how to put up with a little dirt and grime. Alright, I love PB&J. How do you know it was one of my favorites? That smile can't be real. I didn't, but good for you. Alright, what's next? Bathroom. Follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Ooh, there she is. Approach the cat. Don't try to pet Fro. If she wants to be pet, she will let you know. Ne me parle pas. What? Oh, it's French? Oh, sorry, I don't speak French. I'm sorry, little lady, je ne parle pas français. I can't speak French either, so... Of course, how typically American. I shall debase myself by speaking your tongue, but only so sad I might insult you directly to your face, you uncultured swine. Wow, that cat with an attitude. What the fuck? Haha, very funny. Her name sounds French. Stop wasting my time and let's finish the tour. I love the cat. Oh, the cat is awesome. You once again follow Tabithus through a long dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it will get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. Not much to show, it's a bathroom. I will wait outside. Do what you must if you must. Holy shit. It's a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Wait, are you sure this toilet works? Oh, yes, why wouldn't it? The water bills get paid, therefore the toilet works. Now, do your business so we can move on. But it's so crusty. It's fine, don't be so dramatic. Who exactly uses this bathroom? Guests. Okay, let's lift the toilet seat. Scrum, fellas, the chick is up. Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. We're gonna have to use it at some point, so we might as well use it now, right? It looks normal to you? I don't know, man. If there's bugs on the toilet or in the toilet that can maybe crawl up when you sit, I mean, you know, it's a bit of a risk there. Yeah, we use it anyway. A toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good as place as any place. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin, but out in the hall. Next up, guest bedroom, last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. This is where you will be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour run about her kid to get her to do it. You better be grateful. An unmistakable stain coats this room. Someone has died here. No, people have died in here. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. People have died in here, haven't they? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Obviously, people have died here. Who used to sleep here? Like I said, this house is almost 150 years old. Many, many people have slept here. And now you will sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. Wow, is she a cheeky sot. The dead people slept here, right? This room is nice, thank you. Good, you should be honored to stay in a historic landmark such as this. Every piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique handed down through the family for generations. This is not an IKEA bedroom or whatever such nonsense you're used to in the city. Yeah, nice. I guess I will start to get settled. Follow me, I will take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you will have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Tip some dialogue options for some right away and others down the line. Where are you going? To work. Somebody has to pay the bills around here. What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom, requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. I didn't know we owned a coal mine. We don't own the coal mine. I own the coal mine. Your side of the family forfeited any claim to it years ago. Can I come watch? What? No! The mine is dangerous. I can't babysit you and do my job. That sounds pretty impressive and exciting. Good for you. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I don't think of it as exciting in the same way. I don't think of cleaning a toilet or painting a wall as exciting. It's a task. One of those tasks could use more doing. If you ask me. Excuse me? Toilet scrubbing, I mean. Have you seen the toilet in my bathroom? Have you seen what lives there? Any other requests before I head out? You asked me to come here, but you're acting all pissed off that I actually came. What's going on with you? Look, I'm sorry I've been testy since you've gotten here, but you aren't exactly one to talk. Clearly, you and I have very different opinions on hospitality. Maybe we can start fresh tonight. Just stay out of my hair until then, okay? I have work to do. Are you no, she won't be able to take the day off. I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. We will see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. Okay. Your cousin leaves through the front door. And no, it's just you. You and the sprawling, decrepit estate. Holy shit. Let's get a sandwich. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only things louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. A PB&J sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task given the state of this place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you will probably need to find some peanut butter and some jelly, bread, a plate, a knife. I want to talk to the kitty again. Frou-Frou hisses as you draw near and remains firmly in place. You might want to talk to me, but I don't want to talk to you. Go away. Do you like living here? I despise small talk. Alright, do you know it's in the sealed off part of the estate? Nosy, aren't you? But of course I'm not surprised. You seem to enjoy poking your head where it doesn't belong. Alright, can you tell me about Tabitha? It's the first time I have met her. Spare me your life story. Tabitha is least down, not to bother me. At least knows not to bother me. If you won't take the hint, I suppose I will have to take things into my own hands. Frou-Frou lunges at your hand and bites you hard. You back away. Silly cat. Right, let's search the pantry. Tabitha sure loves some mac and cheese. Take the peanut butter. The king of nut butters, and only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. Need a plate, a knife, jelly, and some bread. And well, we got the bread. Pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to a satisfying snack. All you need now is some jelly, a plate, and a knife. Close the pantry door as best as you can and turn back to the rest of the kitchen. Right, search the cabinets. This cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware and, oddly enough, the utensils. Grab a plate and a butter knife. It reads, I survived Deb's 50th. Your aunt's name was Lane, so this wasn't from her 50th. From the few stories you had heard from your mom, Pearlane wasn't the type to have kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glasses at the birthday parties. It reads, I was blown away at blowing rocks and sea. So your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only a few hours from the estate. Maybe you can route your return trip through blowing rocks. It might be nice to see the local sights before heading home. Close the cabinet and look back to the rest of the kitchen. Fridge! As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading, Cheney, stay out, in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words, okie dokie. You open the fridge, and you already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Check the mayo. Let's check the mayo. You know, you probably shouldn't, but a part of you has to know how old that mayonnaise is. You pick up the jar. It's labeled flaking in your hand. It's expired 10 years ago. This jar of mayo is old enough to graduate the 5th grade. Best to put it back and forget you ever saw it. Examine the old takeout. Oh no! Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting beyond words. A liquefied mess, wholly congealed in its styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be. Oh no! This substance doesn't just smell bad, it smells ancient. Eat it! Wait, what? Okay, wait. I wanna save. And then we eat it. I wanna know what happens. What's wrong with me? What kind of horrible goblin would do this? You think to yourself as you dip your hands into the goop. It's thicker than expected, almost spongy. Oh, you scoop some up into your wretched claw of a hand and slowly bring it towards your mouth, allowing its musk to make your senses before the slime fills your mouth. It tastes like rot, like the smell of decaying milk and burning leaves and fish heads festering on the beach. It feels even worse, like your mouth is full of slugs. You can almost feel it writhing in there, though perhaps that's just your own tongue convulsing in disgust at what you have done. Swallow it. You swallow the slime. You have done it, and there is no going back now. It slid down your throat like a mass of wriggling worms. Your gag reflex tries to reject it one final time before it passes into your stomach, but your will is stronger. A layer of waxy residue now coats the inside of your mouth and throat, and your teeth squeak with the slippery film, making it impossible to forget what you have done. 2 minutes ago, did something break in that tiny brain of yours? You have a feeling that the consequences for this action will be severe, a problem for future you to worry about. Guys, are we leaving it? Are we leaving it like that, eaten, or are we just not eating it? Sorry, I have a cat here. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. This is very early in the game, so if we messed up and we die later from it, it's gonna suck. I don't know what to do. Let's just save this here. Oh, no. Let's save this here and reload this. For God's sake, put it back. Your body reacts before you even register what you're doing, compelled by a deep primal disgust. You shove the container back in the fridge, pushing it into the depths of the shelves and out of your mind. Hopefully you can forget it exists and move on with your life. Take the jelly. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly carefully. Checking its expiration date, you breathe a sigh of relief when you realize its reasons. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. This is the last ingredient you needed to make a PB&J. Time to close this fridge and get to work. You return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind you. make that pee. Well, we want to explore the garden as well. Check out the garden. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not have be very safe, but who is to stop you from venturing deeper? Oh, but we are hungry. Right, explore the garden. You wander further into the garden. It's quiet out here. Okay, return to the kitchen. You head back inside and close the door behind you. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations, you can feed yourself. Yay! Round of applause, please. Yay! A job well done. All of that hustle, and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. Congratulations, you have eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? Let's settle into the room. Now that you have finally eaten, the aches and pains of your journey have started to sink deep into your bones. You stumble up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance to your room. Check the closet. You can see where your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Pick up the doll. Oh god. No, it's a doll. Oh no. Of course, you are sharing a room with a creepy doll. You pick her up to examine it more closely. Its foot reads, "Property of Alexandra." No need to carry this around with you. Close the closet behind you. Put your spare clothes in the dresser. You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within. It's quiet but angry. Afraid! Can you tell me about the human who lives here? Which human? Tell me about Tabitha. Dustin not good with names. His name is Dustin! Aww! One of the humans died. Only she lives here now. 2 humans live here. Could you tell me about the humans who live here? 1 human sad, 1 human scary. The scary human? Always watches, eyes hateful. And the sad human? Can you tell me about the sad human? Cries, gives Dustin bad sleeps. Okay, never mind. Thanks for the help, Dustin. Okay. What are you doing in my drawers? Warm and dark. Can you move, please? I want to put my clothes in here. No, this Dustin house. I know. I don't want an opossum sleep in my clothes. What the fuck? Do we want that? Make a nest? Really? Alright, fashion your clothes into a nest. Yes, we want that. You poor thing, you look cold in there. You gently lay your clothes on top of the creature, arranging them in a little nest. Dustin closes his mouth somewhat more at ease than before and looks up at you with his shiny black eyes. Human is kind to Dustin. Dustin will remember this. Close the drawer, satisfied with yourself for a job well done. Examine the painting on the wall. This must be an older relative of yours, judging by the dates on the inscription. You have never heard of her, but you'd barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her, that is, if she actually is in the mood for conversation. Let's look out of the window. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you would totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You'd go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once all it was done, you would sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying a bird song. Yeah, you would definitely do that, just not right now. Do we want a nap? Yeah, let's take a nap. You immediately collapse onto the bed. You are tired enough that being alone in a strange new place won't stop you from passing out. Or so you thought. You cough as a small cloud of dust rises up from the mattress. These sheets might be fresh, but everything beneath them might have been around to see the dawn of civilization. You try to settle in, but the bed is lumpy in strange places, and you can feel the springs pressing through the fabric. You might be tired, but you're far from tired enough to get in more than a few minutes of uncomfortable napping. That's enough. It doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do here right now. I don't know if we should explore this. I'm gonna stay, of course. What the fuck? Safe. But let's go. With Tabitha gone, there is no one stopping you from going into the forbidden wings of the estate. You immediately try the nearest door, only to be impeded by locks and chains. Alright, well, we might as well head to downtown then. With your cousin gone, there is nothing for you to really do here. You leave the estate and head out to explore the town. If you would have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension, though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. It's really pretty out here. Finally, you have made it back to town. The holler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Doggy! Gretchen, come back, stop bothering! The lady, or what is that? Why, I do declare, who is this stranger? And why does she smell of peanut butter? Oh, Gretchen the dog! Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. It's nice to meet you, Gretchen. I'm Mahina. My oh my, I can't remember the last time I met a newcomer who was so wonderfully polite. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Mahina. Huh. That's a funny way to introduce yourself. I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the hollow. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal forks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Yep. I just got into town today. Wow, I didn't think there would be anyone else coming. Are you staying with Tabby? How is she holding up? Upon mention of your cousin, Gretchen mutters under her breath. One of these days I will get that Tabitha to pet me. I haven't seen her since Pearl Ann passed, or for a while before that, now that I think about it. I'm sorry, did you just say Tabby? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so cute. She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. I feel like whoever I met today isn't the real Tabitha, just a mask she wears. I hope that's a metaphorical mask you're talking about. To tell you the truth, she's always been a little rough around the edges, but most people don't really catch on to that. It would probably be good for her to know that, for her now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself. How long have you known her? Oh, quite a long time. The town's really small, so everybody knows everybody else as far back as they can remember. Tabby and I got a little close when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated and that was that. I haven't seen that girl and her horrible little cat since I was middle-aged. Oh, before it slips my mind, if you're staying up in that spooky old mansion, you must have met the Fro-Fro. How does that monster fare? It sounds like you and Fro-Fro have a history. Wait, what? Are you messing with me? You can't actually talk to my dog, right? Wait, what? Wait, what? How did we get to that from that? What? Alas, you have discovered my dark and terrible secret. I can talk to animals and animals can talk to me. Your dog sounds like a southern belle when she talks. Haha, yeah, of course you're joking. You and Stella maintain silent, awkward eye contact. Well, next time you see the devil, please send my regards, and do let her know that not only do I still draw breath, but that I very much still plan to outlive her. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they have got amazing biscuits. My treat. Biscuits? Your treat? Hell yeah. Awesome, let's go. That's a full diner for the city seems so empty. 1 second, I need a drink. Right, sorry about that. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. Loki, I can't see. Loki. Why? Okay, purring cat on my shoulder. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Well, that is awkward. Quietly slide into the nearest booth, pretending that you didn't notice everyone in the diner gawking at you like they'd just seen Bigfoot. No need to be so shy, they don't meet many strangers. It's kind of a big deal when someone new wanders into town. Especially since, well, they probably all know what you're here for and by extension who you're related to. Even if you don't know anybody, it's not easy keeping secrets in a town this size. Hey Stella, I went ahead and fixed up a coffee. They quietly place a cup of coffee in front of Stella. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Gretchen, for me? For me? Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Age, huh? Oh, look at Gretchen. Aua, Loki. Fucking hell. Anything for you? The name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. I want a biscuit and coffee. Hey Akio, could I have a biscuit and coffee please? I heard they were really good. Best in the country. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? It gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. You mean besides the funeral? There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. What the fuck is that? That should be right after the funeral too, so it will be a special occasion. I have no idea what potluck is. Is the potluck like a church thing? Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member? No. The Sunday thing is confidential. It's actually hosted by the library. It's from the same people that made Slay the Princess, yes. Not too many people go to church around here, if I'm being honest. I get that. I'm not of the church-going persuasion myself. Same for me, whatever feeling some folks get in church. I think that must be the feeling I get when I look up at the sky on a night hike. That feeling of peace and wholeness. But that's not to say we are a town of heathens or anything like that. There are plenty of God-fearing folks around that just aren't fans of the church. Well, the buildings, okay, but the pastors is another story. There's just something a little off about the guy, a little creepy. You will get what I mean if you ever meet him. And unfortunately, you probably will. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? Wow, that's rude. I kind of assumed I'd be spending my time trying to help Tabitha, but with how quickly she ran off today, I'm not sure that's enough for a full schedule. Aw, that's really sweet of you, but you're right. That will definitely still leave you with plenty of time to kill. Have you thought about exploring the local trails at all? I'm usually out there a few nights a week for my job, and I'd be happy to show you around. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Is there nothing else coming for me? Gosh, if I had... Oh, that's the doggy talking. Gosh, if I had known that a plate of bacon would be my main and only course, I would have waited before digging in. Here's your biscuit. Vinny says it's on the house. She sends her condolences. Thanks, it looks great. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. A warmth emanates from its surface. You don't even need to taste it to know that it is good. Divinity given buttery form. Take a bite, it melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Wow, this is really good biscuit. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. You're the only person I know who has been on the news. If that's not famous, then I don't know what is. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Oh god. Oh, you and everyone else. Let's not be rude. What kind of videos do you do? She hunts cryptids. Wait, I heard that before. Wasn't that in Disco Elysium something? You should really check out her channel, Mahina. It's amazing. I think the best video to start with would be that river one, you know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of the footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. So the River Runner is a cryptid that only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba, I don't know how to pronounce the river, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. Some folks said It was a beaver, but if that was the case, it would be at least twice the size of any beaver I have seen. I also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara that must have escaped from the local wildlife sanctuary. It was a mountain lion. I could smell its stink from miles away. That's what the dog said. Doggy says it's a mountain lion. Oh no. I am still not sure what it was, and I am the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. Shall we say that Gretchen thinks it's a mountain lion? We would be, yeah. Oh, wow. All the options I want to save Loki. I can't. Wait 1 second. I want to save before the answer. 1 second. Let's save. Here. I want to say this. Gretchen thinks it's a mountain lion. You decide to share Gretchen's insight with Stella and Avery. Ha, very funny. You might have gotten me earlier, but I'm onto you. You're not going to trick me into thinking you can talk to my dog. As for your theory, no way. It's absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions this far east. I did a whole video on the Appalachian mountain lion myth and found check squad. And there's no reason one would be swimming in the river like this. They are not fans of water. And the body is too long, no way. Still 1 second. I still have Loki at my throat. 1 second. Right, that's a bit better. I moved them down. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. There's always people keeping those things as exotic pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Yeah, exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free, and now it will forever roam the Kadaba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you would want to come along. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends anyway. See you all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after a skunk ape. What's a skunk ape? It's like Bigfoot, but smellier. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck playing tug of war with her dog. When? And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing. Oh god. Are we going there? I don't know, man. That depends. Are you gonna be there, Gretchen? Oh, naturally. I wouldn't want any misfortune to befall my beloved Stella. I must stay by her side through thick and thin, however odd her passions may be. Of course, it's actually been a while since I've had anyone but Gretchen on there with me. Say no more, I'm in. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple of buddies of mine back in middle school, so it will be kinda like a blast from the past. I miss those twos. Our videos were terrible. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us, get the old gang back together. Though I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there might be a decent chance we could get him to come out of his cave if he's up for it. You mind if I make a quick call? Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Ah, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by or... Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind... Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. She's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just here for a week. Anyway, we are going out to look for skunk ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I will swing by sometime this week and we can have more low-key hang. How is that? Ah, yeah, I will bring her. Reese, there's always been something off about the boy. I never did like the smell of him. That's from Gretchen. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? Why? He's excited to meet you, of course. I think you will find most folks in town are. Is he okay? He's not feeling well, that's all. He had a lot going on in the past, 10 years or so. But I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious, you would love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. Haven't I met enough people already? I mean, that would be nice. I'd love to meet your friends. Awesome, I will make it happen. He's definitely the tricky I want to meet. Kanik is much easier to track down since he's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We have got a skunk ape to hunt. So we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stunt. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Don't leave a tip you didn't even spend any money. It's not like you asked to come to this diner or asked for Avery to stand by and chat with you and Stella. And on top of that, you didn't even pay for any food, so why should you leave a tip? What's there to tip for? You get up from the table guilt-free as Stella pulls out a $5 and lays it on the table. Thanks for the coffee, Avery. See you later. Returns to leave the diner and you follow close behind. Fuck the tips, yeah. No money, broke as fuck. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization, and the people you follow, and following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel a sense of foreboding. You feel an overwhelming sense of foreboding, which seems only natural considering where you are. Your instinct screams at you to leave, but at the same time you're curious to see what the night has in store for you. You decide to go with the flow, to keep putting one foot in front of the other and to not dwell too much on this strange feeling. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record, since last year at least. You know how it is these days, each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel the chill in the air and to see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer, we should talk about something more fun like skunk apes. Ooh, let's ask. Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing. Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I would go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I would stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over gusts of wind or creaky floorboard. When all said and done, I have just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there, but if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turned into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. Honestly, don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they really are out there, a lot of the folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. Ah, shit. So let's hope all of that's just bunk, am I right? What about aliens, though? Don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. And then the dog says, I adore my darling Stella, but she gets the strangest ideas in her head these days. Ever since her parents went away, she's been more and more foolhardy with all this critter nonsense. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. Let's go mystical with her, fuck it. We are not alone out here, but everything is cut from the same cloth. Whoa, you've gotta meet my friend Kanika's mom. You two would get along. What's the weirdest thing you have seen out here? Other than anything cryptid related, of course. Oh gosh, that's a good one, let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, Tetanus Lake, that's definitely the weirdest. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but it could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. Oh god. Well, let's try not to mess in there then. It's all stuff from the 50s too, which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. Has anything bad ever happened on these hikes? You know, just curious. Let me think. There was the time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff. But he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a week or two to heal. All in all, not too bad. Though I guess there was also the time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that the wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside bored to tears. Lassie, she is not. Lassie, she is not, I see. Then Gretchen says, I object to that accusations. I made sure to give those nasty little skunks the piece of my mind. That's what I did, and I kept Stella company, just as she would for me if I decided to hide in a hole for hours. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later I was right as rain, so it could have been a lot worse. What? Tomato juice? Okay. Oh, and there was that time I accidentally stumbled onto old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I would barely count it. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. I'm sorry, did you say... Wait. I'm sorry, did you say you almost got shot? Are you sure it's safe here? When you put it like that, I can see how you might be a little concerned. I really wouldn't worry about Duke though. He might be a little chumpy, but he means well. With a gun. Okay. Duke is a sweetheart, Mahina. You don't need to concern yourself about him. Alright. If it makes you feel any better, I have been out in the trails with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the woods when he walks. We will hear him long before he sees us. And the wildlife isn't anything to be afraid of either. The worst I have seen up here is the occasional black bear, and even they scare easy. A black bear. Scare easy. Sure, sometimes worrying can help you prepare for something, but we are as prepared as we can be. I even carry bear mace. Oh, fuck is bear mace? And once you are as prepared as you can be, why give into your anxiety when you can be having fun instead? Anyway, all this is to say we're good, don't worry. Did you hear that? Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Oh, Duke, you rascal. Sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie, just old Duke. Now, what the hell are you looking for way out here? Skunk ape. Sorry, I asked. And who's this you've suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick, your aunt. Is that... Yup. I see. Welcome to the Hollow. My condolences. I will keep you in my prayers. Now both of y'all head back to town, I hear. It's best you steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter and won't be too appreciative if a couple of fools with a camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damn camera down. Ah, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking, you know. I learned from the best. That you did, but I have yet to see shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chunk bungers or what have you. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and I can't afford to lose many more than that. Huh, I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no Skunk Ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I told you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do actually. It's those damned mountain lions. They are out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. It couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s, and even those were iffy. True, there are mountain lions out here, sure as sin. They pee on all the best trees. That's what Gratian says. No. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple of school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed. Yet, Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You will eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. As Duke's words leave his mouth, an existential dread begins to pull at your chest. Something is waiting for you deeper in the woods. Whatever it is, the 4 of you are bound to meet it, and it will change you forever. Wait, what? Alright, well, we picked mystical for a reason. Let's use it. There's something waiting for us deeper in the woods. Yeah, no, I'm hunting it. What if it's not a mountain lion, though? What if it's... Oh, don't you get started again. If your daddy could hear you now going on about ghouls and goblins using what he taught you to run around these woods like some kind of paranormal investigator. Do you want that to be his legacy, girl? And besides, you know my boy Bo and me are headed down to the state fair to show off Big Betty this week. We will be gone days, and the chicken coop might as well have a big all-you-can-eat sign on it. If I don't nip this in the bud tonight. You know how I feel about my chickens. I couldn't take it if I lost any more of my poor little ladies. Aww. And you know I have to put out a video by tomorrow evening. As Stella and Duke both root themselves in the stubborn insistence, the feeling from before gains form and clarity. Something fated has been locked in stone. Somebody here is going to die tonight. As long as it's not Gretchen, we're good. Gretchen can't die. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor, and who knows what that will mean for my career. I wanna wait, I wanna see what it is. Well, alright. What shall I pick? Mystical one, we all need to get out of the woods, or remain silent and just stick it out and see what happens. I won't forgive myself if Gretchen dies, so yeah, fuck it, let's see. You silently stare through Duke. Ah, stop it, you're just trying to unsettle me. So I let y'all go off in the woods to film your little video. Oh, Mahina, I think you freaked Duke out enough for one evening. Maybe we should leave the poor man to his wild goose chase. I am not freaked out by your friend's theatrics, but if it gets you out of my hair, sure, I'm greatly disturbed. Now run along home and stay out of trouble. No! As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we are letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on, I know the trail that will lead us. Let us go get around him. Yes, I knew you wouldn't give up on the hunt. Never. And you don't have to worry about old Duke. He's never actually shot anyone. The trail's just up this way. Let's go. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera. She hands you the camera and takes position. As night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Mahina, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we will begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We will check back once we are on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellas. Stellas, really? And keep digging Gretches. That's from Gretchen. I can take the camera off your hands for now. We will be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. Sorry, needed a drink. In the meantime, we get to take in all of this gorgeous scenery. Duke may be gone, but that feeling in your gut still lingers. Something terrible awaits you, something unavoidable. Though what exactly is wrong in these woods that still eludes you. Okay, there is something wrong here. There's something wrong in the air. It feels oppressive, dark. You don't happen to mean stinky, do you? Do you think you're smelling the skunk ape? No, something metaphorically oppressive and dark. Dang, I thought we might have stumbled across its trail. Oh well, I wouldn't worry too much if I were you. My gut usually warns me if I'm going to run into trouble, and I feel A-okay. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. 1 second. Okay. Death has come for me at last. Goodbye, cruel world. No need to come to terms with your own mortality just yet. That's just the sound deer make when they want to warn the rest of the herd about big scary predators like us. Let's check it out. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's check it out. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. Can you hear the sweet whispers of new growth? What the? A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. The acorn becomes the oak, becomes the rich rod that swaddles the acorn. The cycle that is stretched is not the cycle that is broken. Okay. A deer, and there is something whatever that is, fake and vile to its odors. Let me at him. How dare he infringe upon my dearest Stella's personal space? Let me at him. That's Gretchen, the dog, talking. Your souring husk will feed the coming world. This is good. Say what? And then it's gone. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. And Gretchen says, oh my, it seems I was consumed by a blinding rage. How very unladylike. What must you think of me? She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, they usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato, and they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? Let's go talk to animals. I think the deer was threatening us or warning us. I think it was just sick. That thing on its face, I bet it was an abscess, maybe a tumor. It's not like wild animals can get those taken care of, so they just get bigger and bigger. Poor thing, but there's not much we can do about it. Why do you bring Gretchen out here with you? She doesn't seem like the safest choice for a hiking companion. Excuse you? Though after that outburst came over me, well, I suppose I can see that the merit of your concern. I actually find her to be quite the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her when I'm not on one of my cryptid hunts, so I can't hold that against her. I'm just happy she's still so feisty even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but here she is, running around in the woods at 17. And I feel like the fresh mountain air and exercise have helped a lot in that regard. You defy the laws of nature, don't you, Gretch? Well, I don't want to turn back. I want to know what's happening. So, well, that got my heart rate up. I'm ready for the hunt. Same for me. How's about we take a quick snack break to fuel up? Then we get right into the night activities. Wow, that's quite a snack. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Extra M&Ms, snack bar, sesame sticks. Let's take the trail mix. Sorry. Classic choice, it never fails to satisfy. I like to mix my own to make sure it has the best stuff, mostly M&Ms. And I left out the raisins. No one likes those anyway. I like raisins? Why would you not like raisins? What's wrong with raisins? Hey, what? Yo, Fit, do you like raisins? Nani? What's wrong with them? You and Stella settle down and overlook snacks in hand as the quiet sound of evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws a stick, distracted for the time being. So, tell me what it's like in Lumina. Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be Mahina. Why do you want to know? Why wouldn't I want to know? I've lived in this town my whole life. With 10 roommates, I live in an internet cafe. There we go. Do you know about internet cafes? It's kind of a Japanese thing. They are little cubicles with computers in them that you rent by the hour. Oh yeah, sure. I watched a documentary on them once. Turns out these cubicles are actually cheaper to rent than an actual apartment in Lumina, especially once you factor in commuting time and utilities. So I thought, why not? It's perfect. Really? Do you get any privacy there? Not really. I also have to leave for long periods of time to make sure the stuff doesn't get too suspicious. I'm sure they're onto me, but I think they have taken pity and decided to keep it between us. But it's really been a great opportunity to save up and practice minimalism. Everything I own can fit in a backpack. Well, as long as you're happy. So what do you do for a living? I'm a teacher. I'm in one of those have your debt forgiven in 10 years programs right now, so I won't be in the best financial position for the next decade. Oh, fuck. Gosh, that's a long time. Kids I teach now will be graduating high school. A teacher, that's such a valuable thing to do with your life. I hate it. I thought it would be fulfilling when I started out, but wow, have my kids been driving me insane. I swear to God, if I have to hear one more tantrum or deal with any more Roblox drama, I will storm out of my classroom and never turn back. A crisp breeze passes over you. What about you? What's your story? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. Do you live alone? Yeah, the place used to belong to my parents, but they are not around anymore, and the Hollow is a small enough place that other folks don't need roommates. Oh, because they're dead? Wow, you just say what's on your mind sometimes, huh? I died a few years back, but I have done all my mourning, so you don't have to try and to be delicate about it. Life goes on. I'm trying to find a point where to stop. I want to stop. I didn't notice time, and I can't believe it's so late. What were they like? Did you get along? They were amazing. Two of the nicest people you would ever meet. Interesting too. And Dad was a bit of a regional legend among hunters and trappers. He was always out in the woods on the trail of something, and we certainly had some interesting dinners because of him. He had to learn how to fend for himself since his family didn't have much growing up. He always made sure I had food and that I knew how to get it if I ever found myself too far from a grocery store. I could make us a pretty good salad with just what's in this clearing, if I had to, though it wouldn't exactly taste great. My mom was the local vet, the lady all the farms in the country knew to call if their animals were in need of something. Even the smallest mouse would get the proper care in her hands. I'm sure she is most of the reason Gretchen here is one of the oldest dogs I've ever met. So yeah, those were my parents. No need to overshare. What? Okay, no. No, she said she's over it. Let's just be quiet. Quiet breeze passes over your silence. My stars, what was that? It's showtime. Whatever lurks behind the tree line is something best left unseen, but the events of this evening were already set in motion long before you stepped foot in Scarlet Hollow. There's no turning back now. Ooh. I can't stop now, it's getting interesting. There's something terrible out there, Stella. Whatever it is, it's close. Here, watch Gretchen for a moment while I check this out. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. Do stay close, Mahina. I wouldn't want any harm to befall you. That's from Gretchen. Oh, Doggy is caring about us. Oh no. Chicken. Chicken is talking. I see it, I see it. It's sweet and kind, a bed of flowers, a nice wind, a gentle gardener. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten. What the fuck was that? What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2-3 feet tall. Doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out skunk ape. But whatever it is, it has one of the Duke's chickens. It looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. Right behind you. You follow Stella as she sprints into the unknown, Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash. Stella! Stella! Oh. Oh god, the monster's got you. We're gonna die out here. Ah, it's okay. Settle down. No one is being attacked. I just tripped on something weird, lost my footing. And the dog says, just like my Stella gets to get overexcited and lose track of herself. Oh no, that poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. A new beginning. I'm going home, I'm going home, I'm going home. We a chicken? Oh Jesus, it's still alive. I guess we have to roll the camera. Yeah, instead of helping it, let's just put a camera on top of it. Sure, why not? Let's roll it. Wow. Ahem, it seems we have found one of Duke's chicken, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Jeez, I hope I don't get demonetized for this one. Yeah, sure. Uh-huh. Wait, do you hear that? I know that smell. That's old Duke. That's from the doggy. 1 second, the cat again. You sure that's old Duke? Stella, I swear to God, didn't I tell you to go on home? Bertie? Bertie, oh no, what's happened to you, sweetheart? Duke, we just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her. She smells terrible, nothing like an animal at all. Just like that deer, I can barely even smell the woods anymore. It's all that uncanny plastic stench. Jesus H. Christ. Oh, we get a double option. Okay, let's do it. The things all of these animals have been saying tonight, it's like they're going through some kind of religious experience. I'm not sure we're making friends with that. The hell are you on about? What an horrid thing to witness. It's like they've all gone mad. If this happens to me, I wouldn't want to live like that. You were joking about being able to talk to Gretchen earlier. You're still joking, right? We should maybe talk more about that later. Are we examining the chicken? Yeah, let's go. You stoop down to look at the chicken. Don't let Gretchen too close. She will try to take a bite of you if you don't stop her. And Gretchen says, I would never. Something about this bird doesn't smell right. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She squirms against her harness. Right, let's go. Start with the head. Its poor little chicken eyes look up at you, glazed over, but still rolling around in the sockets with unfortunate life. Can't hide from me. I can see you. I can smell you, sick, sick creature. Okay, let's look at the wing. The wing is barely still attached, but that seems to be the least of this chicken's concerns. The old becomes the new. I've never flown, but now I saw. Okay. Whatever got a hold of her busted her wing up too, little bastard. Yeah, what a bastard. Let's examine the growth. Good God, at first you thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. Looks like an embryo. She could still get better. Maybe she just needs that thing to pop and she will be right as rain in a couple of days. Happened to me once, and there's not so much as a scar these days. What do you mean, let this thing pop? What do you mean? You got a knife to pop it? Sorry. I don't know, it kind of looks like there's something in there. It smells like it should be buried somewhere deep. My senses scream out that this is an abomination. Oh, Stella, please don't get too close. That's from the doggy. Oh. Can you hear the birth that dwells within me? Can you hear the way it roars and thunders? Having investigated to your heart's content, you step back and give the bird space. Do you think she's become an egg? Like one of those things is going to pop out of her? What a horrid thought. No, I refuse to entertain that notion. She ain't some kind of incubator. She just needs that thing drained, maybe some antibiotics, that's all. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Duke, we saw the thing that got a hold of her. Got it on camera too. I don't know what it is yet. A gnome or something? You know, there ain't no such thing. It's not of this world, that's for certain. That's from the doggy. What a disgusting thing it was. Unappetizing in every sense of the word. Alright, let's see what we have. This is just like that deer. Deer? What deer? We ran into one earlier. It had growths just like Bertie. As you, Duke, and Stella take stock of the situation, a sound begins to rub around you. Gently at first, barely a whisper. But then a guttural moan, and then another and another, until suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. Doggy says, there is something out here. All around us, I can smell it. There are so many of them. I want to know what it is. I don't want to get out. Hey, do you guys hear that? Yes, I hear that. She starts filming again. Come on, Bertie, let's get you home. No, don't take that thing home. Holy shit. As Duke scoops up the injured Bertie, the voices in the trees intensify. It's like you're all suddenly surrounded, the strange sounds coming closer, growing bolder. What in hell is that? The gardeners come to mend and nurture. Let me blossom and sprout. Let me become. What the? You feel a tightening in the leash pulling at you from behind. Don't you step another foot closer or I'll shoot. Don't think I won't. The man hesitates and the thing steps forward, fixing what seems to be its eyes on Bertie, tucked under Duke's arm. Stella, there's another one. That's from the doggy. The leash is drawn fully taut, and then there is a sudden looseness. You and Stella turn just in time to see another of the creatures slithering out from the bush. Oh my god. What's going on over there? As Duke glances back, everything seems to happen at once. A patter of unnatural feet and then chaos. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Bertie's with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. Shit! Get your grubby little hands off my bird! I'm sorry, that bird is a goner. I'm sorry. Well, Duke maybe too. We're gonna help Gretchen. Sorry, I like Gretchen. Gretchen! Don't get Gretchen! You dive for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from the thing's misshapen hands. Misshapen hands, sorry. Oh my hero! Oh no! What the fuck? You manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. But then there is the deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly it's gone. Duke? Blood! Blood! My heavens! I smell blood! That's from Gretchen. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god, what do we do? Okay, first things first. I grab Gretchen. Step 1 is done. Gretchen is safe. Great. Okay, step 2. What's step 2? Holy shit, what the fuck? No, wait. We go home and pretend this never happened. That's a good option. You want revenge? Yeah, I strongly dislike Stella, to be honest. So yeah, I'm gonna tell her as well. Damn it, Stella, why didn't you do something? You just stood there filming. What's wrong with you? I panicked. I'm sorry, it all happened so fast. I can fix this. I can do the right thing. How are you gonna fix this? I will go after them and make sure I have irrefutable evidence of what we just saw. Terrible. Terrible, absolutely terrible. People need to know these things are out there. We owe it to Duke, right? That dude just got blasted, his head open, and we owe it. Yeah, sure. Are you nuts? A man is dead, Stella. Ah, yeah, you're right. Let's head back and call the police. My phone should get reception once we are back at the main road. As you and Stella quickly make your way back through the woods, the unearthly whispers of creatures unknown once again surround you. You say nothing, continuing forward with a grim determination. You're almost there. You and Stella reach the main road and the whispers fade back into the sound of nature. It sounds like they have stopped following us. I certainly can't smell that stench anymore. I should get reception now that we are back on the main road. Let me find my phone so I can call the sheriff. You feel a buzz in your pocket. 6 missed calls from Tabitha. And 13 text messages. It's nothing important. Should we not read the messages? I didn't think Tabitha would be so needy. Wow, these answers, holy shit. Alright, I think it's time to stop now. I can't talk anymore. I know I've been muted, so... but I'm done now. I'm sorry. I'm gonna save. Wait, let me save. And we continue this next time. It's 6:56 in the morning. Good night, you guys. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.